Movies show life in action. Why do movies move? How do lights, lenses, and colors become pictures? How do cameras capture images on film? What projects movies onto giant screens? What are digital pictures? Let's go from black and white silent movies to colorful motion pictures with surround sounds in 7 moves with science. 1. Light. Sunlight changes dark into day. Plants change light into food. Light bounces off objects to make reflections. Our eyes focus light to make the images that we see. The challenge is how to capture the pictures. 2. Lens. Notice how light beams bend in water. Light also bends through glass. Lenses bend light to focus images. We can see this with hand lenses. Eyeglasses are another example of lenses binding light. 3. Camera. In the past, a camera is a dark box that lets in a burst of light. Light shines through lenses that focus the image onto film. Film has light-sensitive bits of silver that change to capture the light and dark shapes of the image. The film is placed into trays of chemicals to fix the image. Light shines through the negative film onto special positive paper to develop the picture. 4. Black and white movies. Next, people make cameras that take many pictures a second. Film is developed. Projectors shine light through the moving film and onto a screen. Black and white movies are made by moving over 20 pictures per second. The first movies show scenes of everyday life. Next, the silent movies tell interesting stories. 5. Sounds. People apply science to make movie cameras that capture sounds too. Sound waves change into patterns of electricity that change into pulses of on or off light beams. Light shines onto the film as a wavy soundtrack in sync with the pictures. The projector shines light through the pictures that show on the theater screen. At the same time, light shines through the soundtrack. L bits change into E bits and then into sound waves. Movies are talkies now, but still black and white. 6. Colors. Eye cells sense points of red, green, and blue light called RGB. Our minds combine the RGB points to make colorful whole pictures. At first, color movie cameras split the pictures into RGB parts. Each of the 3 colors have its own roll of film. At the theater, separate projectors shine through the 3 films. The colors combine into one image on the huge movie screen. Later, people invent film with 3 light-sensitive layers. Different colors with RGB hues are captured on different film layers. At theaters, light shines through the film and onto the screen to show colorful movies. Expressive colors help movies show emotional and exciting stories on silver screens. 7. Digital. Digital cameras don't use film. They have sensors that are like eye cells. The sensors change bits of colored light into separate red, green, and blue E-bits. Digital picture signals go to the camera sensor. They cause millions of RGB picture points called pixels to glow. Pictures are stored in digital memory. Digital movies are made of over 20 separate pictures shown per second. It is amazing to know that our smartphones take over 100 pictures per second. Our digital screens refresh or change the picture over 100 times per second. It is also awesome that the DLP uses millions of micro mirrors on microprocessor chips to show movies. Theaters use this technology to project digital movies on giant screens without film. To close, movies are made of colorful images in motion with stereo sounds. Keep in mind that light changes into RGB signals in our eye cells. Similarly, camera lenses focus light on the sensors. Each image point has digital RGB parts. Each picture is made of millions of RGB points. Digital devices have screens with tiny RGB points that glow. On screen, pixels change colors many times a second. Our brains merge the changing colorful points onto movie screens. Theater projectors show the movies on giant silver screens. Bright, colorful movies with stereo sounds are full of feelings, actions, and interesting stories. With science, ready the lights, set the cameras, and then enjoy the action of moving images of movies.